Ladies and gentlemen, Drizzy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Chelsea, and I asked a few questions on the type of content you would like to see on my page, and most people talk about girl talks. So sit down, girl, sit down. I got you. Let's talk. Now before we proceed, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. This is a safe place, okay? This is a safe space. Like, we're gonna talk, okay? Okay, so I wrote the questions here on my notepad, okay? So we're going to split this into 4 sections. We've got hygiene, advice, self-help, and relationships, okay? So we're gonna start with hygiene. When I tell you flushable wipes are the way to go, baby, look, the tissue isn't always gonna get everything done. You're gonna wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe. Get flushable wipes. And I got some from Clicks. So mine are almost done. So they're actually baby wipes and they're flushable, because baby wipes, I'm sure, like, they are really sensitive, so they care for your, you know, because you don't want anything to throw your pH balance off, and you don't want anything to cause harm to your cat, okay? You don't want any harm to your cat and your down there area, okay? All right. Okay, wearing cotton panties. Okay, I know thongs are nice, and you know those cute ones that you see at H&M, wherever you buy your panties, okay? But you need cotton panties. Your girl needs to breathe. She's like you. She's an organ. She needs to breathe. I can't breathe. Okay, if you keep her stuffed up in silk, whatever, lace, she needs cotton. Please get cotton panties. Please. I'm actually asking you, please, properly, please get cotton panties. But please don't use any scented soap down there. We're talking about our girl kitty cat. Please don't use any scented soap down there. She is a very sensitive girl, so you putting soap on your sensitive area will cause many things. Guys, I know you want to smell like roses, vanilla, what down there, but you have to remember that your kitty cat is an organ, okay? It's not always gonna smell like, it's never gonna smell like a rose. Please, it's going to smell like an organ. Obviously, when the smell is now, you need to look into that, but it will have an organ smelling sense. Like, it'll smell like an organ. Like, I want to emphasize on that point again, especially as teenagers. Many teenagers think that, like, they're down the area, it's supposed to smell like peaches and candy. I hate to break it to you, that's not the case. It's not going to smell like that. It's just supposed to have like a natural scent, like a really natural scent. When it starts to smell bad, that's when you need to go check, are you drinking enough water, what's in your diet? Because guys, another thing about the kitty cat, if you drink too many sodas and you don't drink water, you eat a lot of sugar, dairy. Come closer. Girl, if you don't have a good diet, it's going to reflect in your cat, okay? In your cat. Please don't douche. Here's another thing, don't douche. Please don't douche ever. I don't want social media to make you think that you're supposed to be smelling like your perfumes down there. No, don't even spray perfume down, please. Okay, here's another thing about the kitty cat. Please use water. And when I say use water, please don't just wash the outside of your cat. I'm talking about in it. I'm talking about
in it! I'm talking about
in it. I can't put a picture of a kitty cat. You have one, take a mirror, check that, okay? Don't be afraid to look at your cat, because it's yours. It's literally yours. Take that mirror, babe. Take that mirror, look at it, look, see how it looks. Because if anything changes, how are you gonna know if you don't know how your cat looks? Like if anything changes, if a pimple or something arises and you don't even know because you don't look at your cat. Look at your cat, please. Please look at it. That's your babe. Love her like she's your babe. Okay? Here's another thing. Please don't be afraid to spray your cheeks in the shower. Wash your bum. Wash your bum. Like, let water fall in between damn cheeks. Okay, girl, I need you to wash your bum, please. Like, guys, I don't know how I can, but please wash them. And I know most people who are gonna watch this, like, obviously, guys, it's not really obvious to everyone, and it's not in a judgmental sense. Some people don't have siblings or people to tell them, and it happens. But please wash your cheeks, guys. Let water run through your cheeks. Get in there. Wash, okay? Point number 2, when you get out the shower, please make sure that you're dried completely, like everywhere. Make sure that you are dried completely. I know most people are gonna be like, dry yourself, guys, because that, like, just straight after the shower you get into the lotion. Okay, get into the lotion because your skin is ready to absorb some moisture. Don't get out of the shower and sit on the bed. Don't be like me. Yes, I'm calling myself out too. Don't be like me. Just get out the shower, dry yourself and moisturize, because your skin will take in all that moisture. Okay, all right. Okay, here's another thing. You need to change your deodorant. Like, you need to change your deodorant. I currently use the Dove Even Tone, and it's amazing. There's like this fresh smell to it. Like, it's not too much, it's not heavily scented, but I love it. Keeps me fresh all day. But you need to change because your body gets used. Your body gets used to your deodorant and it won't work anymore. So you need to, like, you need to interchange, because if you don't, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Another thing, most girls love having signature scents. For me, I love smelling like vanilla and cocoa butter. So, is cocoa butter. My spritz, this is Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla, is vanilla. My sister left these perfumes when she came from Australia. Okay, she didn't leave them. I asked her to leave for me. If you're watching this, thank you. Kisa by Paris Corner. And if you're gourmand girly, yes. And she also left a Caramel Cascade. It's also a gourmand scent. So what I'm basically trying to tell you here is, for things to work, for your scents to last, you need to layer your scents. For example, my body wash is by Satis Skin. It's cocoa butter. This is cocoa butter. This is vanilla. Obviously your scent is going to last. Like, it's going to last. Don't I sound like a helicopter? No? Anyways. On to the next advice. Wait, now, next segment, guys. Advice. I want you, most of you are gonna get angry at me when I say this. You need to forgive and move on. You need to be. Calm down. Why? You holding that hurt or hate in your heart is only hurting you. It's like you're holding, let's imagine this is a coal. This coal, yeah, this is the hate. This is the hate. This is the hurt. You're the one who's holding it, not the person who hurt you. You're the one who's holding you. You're the one who's holding it. You're the one who's getting hurt. You're the one who's thinking about it. You're the one who's feeling the burning sensation. You need to let it go. Let it go. You're going to remember those burns, and that's all that matters. You remembering how much it hurt makes you move on. You're gonna move on. You have to move on, because the other person is living their best life. Not everything is like a Nigerian movie, like the person is gonna turn out bad. No, they're probably living their best life, achieving their goals, whilst you're there in bed crying. It's okay to cry, but you need to get up. Okay, watch your friends. I'm not even going to lie, especially in high school, please watch your friends. Please watch your friends. Okay, it is so easy to be friends with people who hate you, people who don't want the best for you. guys, terrible people are out there. I'm not even gonna lie, terrible people are out there, and as a girl you really need to watch who you surround yourself with, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. If they're gonna be there for you when you need them, or they only want you to be there for them, and like, you need to look at all these points, all these aspects. Coming from a recovering people pleaser, when people show you who they are, please just believe them. Like, you don't need like 10 explanations for them to be like, okay, like, be understanding, and all, be an understanding human being, yeah, but you also need to be very stern with yourself. Like, you need to look in the mirror and say, like, would I treat myself like this? Would I treat other people like this? If the answer is no, that door, out, outie, out. In connection with that, please don't force connections. Please don't force connections. There are people out there, this is not even romantic wise, friendship wise, like, there are people out there who are just gonna genuinely appreciate you for being you. Like, you don't have to have this persona, you don't have to talk or dress a certain way, you don't have to like act for them to love you, you don't have to be doing all these things for them to see you, okay? People who love you will love you naturally. Terrible dad jokes, you know, when you wake up and you're looking rough, when you're crying and you're sobbing, when you're happy and you're celebrating. You need those type of people who are just going to be there for you. You don't need to force anything. If you're forcing it, it's not for you, babe. It's really not for you, and you just need to accept that, okay? You just need to accept that, okay, maybe I just don't have to be in this person's life. Not everyone that comes into your life is meant to stay, unfortunately. You just have to accept that. Be adventurous. This next point is also going to be a jab at myself. You need to be more adventurous. Like, guys, you're never going to be this young again, and when I say adventurous, I don't mean reckless, okay? We're gonna pull out a Bible verse for this, okay? Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9 says, rejoice, O young man, in your youth, and let your heart cheer you in the days of your youth. Walk in the ways of your heart, in the sight of your eyes, but know that for all these things God will bring you into judgment. Okay, did we hear that? Did we all hear that? Did we all hear that? What I'm saying is, you should be adventurous, live your life, but please remember, please remember, I am a Christian. I don't know what religions all of you practice, but I am a Christian. So please have fun, but don't be detrimental to your faith and to your body, your temple. Please, no. We're gonna pull out another Bible verse, okay? We're gonna pull out another Bible verse, because in this house we praise the Lord. Amen. Proverbs 3 verse 15 says, she's more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare to her. Guys, the way the Lord sees you, my ladies, more precious than jewels. Please don't let anyone treat you another way. Like, please don't let anyone make you feel like you're here when God made you in his image. He said you're more precious than jewels. More precious than jewels, okay? Look me in my eye right now. More precious than jewels. I need you to start looking at yourself that way. You don't deserve to be treated any other way by other people. Like, please no, okay? All right. Male validation. That's a tough topic right there. Most people who crave male validation usually don't see it. Like, they genuinely don't see it. They just think like it's normal. But I'm gonna be here to tell you this: you don't need a man's opinion to live your life. The only man's opinion that you need, right? You don't need a man's opinion to feel like a good person, to feel like, okay, I look pretty. If John hasn't texted you and says, hey man, you look beautiful, if James hasn't texted you and said, yeah, if you didn't heart your story, that doesn't mean that you're not pretty. Girl, come on. You cannot be putting you and your friends in uncomfortable situations just because you want to get the validation from a male. Like, I need you to tighten up. I'm gonna need you to tighten up. I'm gonna need you to have some evaluation, look into the mirror and say, I'm more than enough. I don't need a man to tell me that. If you don't love yourself, and you start looking for it in other places, my baby, you're gonna get hurt. That's the truth. You're gonna get hurt. And no, not the baddies that watch my channel, not the women that watch my channel. They will not crave a male validation. Guys, men will literally do anything. They will do anything. If you watch the stories in the news, I don't think that's the gender you want to be pleasing. I don't think so. I don't think so. Plus, you jumping through hoops for a guy, that's not your man. That's not your man. No, sorry, that's not your man. Alright, it's okay to say no. It's really okay to say no. It's not everything that you're going to agree with. Most people don't wanna, some people don't want to drink with their friends, some people don't want to smoke, they don't want to party, and you saying no doesn't make you less cool or like you won't have friends. Look, people are different. You don't need to say yes to everything. You're going to put yourself in very dangerous and uncomfortable situations. Just saying yes, being a people pleaser. Yes. Let's remove you being peer pressured into something. You're going to let people disrespect you just because you don't want them to lose a connection with you. Like, you're scared that you're gonna lose them. No, I need you to repeat one thing. If you wouldn't treat yourself that way, don't let anyone treat you that way. Okay? Boundaries. We'll link into that back point. Boundaries. Guys, one thing that you as a person need to stand on is boundaries. If you tell a person, hey, I don't like when you pinch me, yeah, and they pinch you, please don't be, it's okay. No, tell them, I told you that I don't want you to pinch me, please stay away from me. Like, I don't like that. Okay? Because people will test your boundaries to see how firm you're willing to stand on them. And if you don't stand on it, they'll push the next boundary, and the next, and the next, and the next. Now, who's feeling bad? Who's feeling bad? Who's feeling bad? You. I need you to respect yourself. Respect yourself. Like, you're a lady. Respect yourself. I want you to treat yourself like one. Don't let people cross your boundaries. This is coming from a recurring people pleaser. Self-help. Fear of perception. Most people ask me, how did I have the guts to start YouTube? And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I didn't. I didn't have the guts. I just got tired of like thinking, oh, what is who and who gonna think? What are they gonna think? Right now, I have got 252 subscribers. And people were like, ugh. Like, some people were like, you know, when you tell them how many subscribers you got, they're thinking you're gonna be like, oh yeah, 10,000. No, babe, I've got 252, and I'm grateful for each and every one. Like, each and every person that has taken their time to actually watch my videos. I'm very grateful. And the only reason I started YouTube was to tell myself, like, if I really want something, I can do it. Like, guys, I read this quote that says, if you want something so bad, it means future you has it. Like, I really wanted to start my YouTube, and it was scary at first, I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, these people hating don't pay my bills, these people like criticizing me don't pay my bills, they don't do anything for my life, even if it's your family criticizing you. So if you want something so bad, you need to go get it, because you being scared of other people, guys, people are always gonna talk. They crucified the perfect man. Like, people will talk regardless of the situation. Okay, I'm not forcing anything on anyone. Creating a relationship with God has led me as a woman, a lady, far. Look, when you're looking for love in the wrong places, yeah, you start to hate yourself. Sorry to say that, you start to hate yourself. finding love from the one person who loved us more than anything, like getting into a relationship, like having a relationship with God, has made me a better person. So basically what I'm saying, me finding a relationship with Christ, okay, especially I feel like a turning moment for me was when I went to church camp in 2023. I've never felt the closeness of God like I did at that camp, okay? Okay, that camp changed my life. Me having a relationship with God, wow, it's amazing, guys. You learn to love yourself. You see how God looks at you, how he led other people to navigate problems in their life. I'm telling you, any problem you can think of, it's in here. Like, it's literally in here. There's even talks of depression. David went through it, guys. Have you ever read Psalms and Proverbs? He went through it, okay? Job, everyone, like, guys, like, reading the Bible will literally make you see that God was with those people, and will be with you too, okay? Okay, here's my next thing. A hobby. You need a hobby. And you may ask, oh Chelsea, what's your hobby? Well, besides social media. Oh no, my box. Oh no. My box. I like to do my own nails, but I haven't been finding the time to be doing it because of school. But here's my UV lamp. Here's my my gel polishes. YouTube hands. My gel polishes. My acrylic powder. To do something for yourself, it can get frustrating, but once you get like the grasp of it, you actually be really proud of yourself. Like, wow, I actually did this. I actually did this on my own. Like, this is something I can now like do. I can now do my own gel. Like I can do my own white toes, and they can stay on for months and months. Okay, guys, like, just learn how to do something for yourself. You can learn how to knit, crochet, even learn how to make your own clothes. Like, who's stopping you? Because you see, you just thinking about that man, yeah, that man. You're not busy enough.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock.
This is something I feel like most people don't do, most women don't do. Forgiving yourself, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There are times when I'm in the shower and I think, why did I do that? Why did I go about that situation like that? Why did I let the person do that to me? Why? I know I talked about forgiving the other person, but you also need to forgive yourself. Because I'm sorry to break this to you, it's not every situation that you're going to be the victim. You're the villain sometimes. Yeah, you're the villain sometimes. And you kind of need to acknowledge that sometimes. Like, you're the villain sometimes. And I'm not saying you are like an extremely bad person, but there's sometimes that you also wronged the person. Forgiveness, you need to seek forgiveness from them, and you also need to let it go within yourself. Okay, like, you replaying the situation 10,000 times and wondering how differently you could have done it or what, it won't change anything. Unfortunately, you can't change the past. You already said what you said, you already did what you did. The action has been done. All you can do is pray for forgiveness and forgive yourself too. You holding on to that won't make anything better, won't change anything. I'm sorry to tell you this. You can even apologize to a person and they have the right not to take your apology. They can forgive you, but things won't get back to you being like how it was, and you need to be able to live with that. I'm sorry, you have to be able to live with that. So but you're a human, you make mistakes, you need to acknowledge that you are a human too. Like, you see how you forgive other people, you need to forgive yourself for being stupid sometimes. Okay, you need to forgive yourself. Like, okay, I wasn't thinking straight that time. It's okay. Now we are going to get into relationships. Now, yeah, You who are watching this, you're young. Even if you're not, cheating is not part of the ups and downs of a relationship. I'm sorry. No one can convince me. No one. That is not part of the ups and downs of relationship. Because that's emotional trauma. That person basically hurt you. And not just hurt, betrayal. They lied. They manipulated you. Cheating is not part of the ups and downs. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry, but that is not an up and a down. That is a down that you're supposed to keep down. Right? You're supposed to keep it down. Of course, you think, okay, I love this person, but you see, the moment we talked about boundaries, remember when we talked about boundaries? Remember that when the person is seeing that you've pushed the boundary, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna do it again. This time, they just make sure that they don't get caught. And even if they do, they just know you're gonna forgive them. That's not part of an ups and downs. It's a down that you're supposed to keep down. Leave. Love you. Insecurities. Now, most times, when a man randomly starts accusing you of something very out of your character, please note that's what he's doing. Very out of your character, like he doesn't have any tangible evidence of like accusing you for this thing. He's doing it. Oh, for sure he is doing it. If you don't cheat and he randomly starts accusing you of cheating, that is what he's doing. You don't need a person who doesn't trust you. Especially if you haven't given them a reason not to trust you. You don't need to be like jumping through hoops or like a circus just to prove to a person that you're loyal to them. No, man. Another thing, healing. Guys, men, if you've seen the trend on TikTok, and let's hear it for the man of the year. Hey, I've been seeing Shaggy under those things. Guys, men will do the most horrendous thing, and the world wants you to pick yourself up and move. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not easy. It's really not easy, but I am gonna tell you, please allow yourself to be hurt. Allow that hurt to happen, because if you contain it, it's either you're gonna pass it on to someone else who doesn't deserve that, who doesn't even deserve that, they did nothing to you. You're gonna hold that hurt, give it to them, or you're going to hurt yourself in the process. Most people, when they are healing, I'm gonna put it in brackets because this is not healing. Most people, when they're healing, they tend to now go to multiple people. That's not fair on you or the other people, because you're exposing yourself to a lot of energies, souls that you do not need to be exposing yourself to. You need to sit down in your room, play that sad playlist, cry it out, literally cry. It's really allowed to cry, guys. You can't be strong all the time. Cry, acknowledge what that person did. It's not going to be like you're gonna move in. No, it's gonna hurt, and it's unfortunate that it's gonna hurt, but you have to acknowledge that you love this person and that just doesn't go away. So please give yourself some grace, but don't hurt other people in the process. Unfortunately, this generation has normalized hookup culture, and if that's what you want to do, shut up. Hey man, but I want you to know that there's STDs and STIs out there. There is no reason why you should be letting a person you've barely known in your temple without you being protected. Unfortunately, these uncomfortable talks have to be heard. Guys, there's HIV, gonorrhea, herpes, we can name them all, and the rate at which they're going up, especially in South Africa, it is a very risky game for you to be indulging and you're not protected. please remember that you have a life ahead of you. Please remember that lust shouldn't like contaminate you. And if it is that you are doing it, have one partner. Like, guys, we had these talks in primary. Please, please protect yourself, guys. The world is scary out there. You don't want to be on pills for the rest of your life, but just because you wanted to enjoy. Please protect yourself out there. I do not advise you having multiple partners, but please protect yourself out there. Okay, so for those 4 segments, that is done. We're now going to get into the Instagram question. Okay, so the first one states, what's something you tell your 15-year-old self? Guys, when I was 15, I was very depressed. I was very sad with life. I feel like what I'll tell 15-year-old me is that it gets better. Like, it really gets better. I was young. I had so many insecurities. There was so many things on my body I didn't love. Like, it felt like I was just a shell, and like, you know, for me it was like outside there. I just wasn't loving the exterior. I hated everything about myself. But like, one thing I would tell 15-year-old me is that, like, girl, you're beautiful. I need you to embrace yourself, because you were beautiful, you are still beautiful, and like, that's all I'll tell myself. Advice for teenage girls who are navigating life but are lost. You're not going to have it all figured out by 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You probably won't. And it's a thing of like, you're feeling so much pressure. You could be feeling so much pressure from your teachers, your friends, your parents. Oh, look at what your cousin is doing. Oh, look at who's doing. Guys, listen, please pace yourself. You don't want to be like burning yourself out. Please get good grades. I'm not saying don't work hard. You don't want to be burning yourself up, because the moment you're exhausted, you can't even do it. When you're burnt out, guys, you don't even want to do anything anymore. Please pace yourself, okay? Pace yourself. Study. Don't be lazy. You don't want to be a lazy person. You don't want to be there, I could have, I should have. You won't get that time back again. Just do it, but please don't push too hard, because when you're burnt out to hit, nothing is gonna get in there. Nothing. Okay? And another thing that I'll tell you is that you're gonna grow up. Please don't try to rush it. Peer pressure, drugs, parties, those things are still gonna be there in the future. You really don't need to pressure yourself into doing that. You don't need to pressure yourself into having sex. You don't need to pressure yourself into having a boyfriend. You don't need to pressure yourself into wearing things that you don't want to wear. You don't need to pressure yourself to be places you don't want to be at. You don't need to pressure yourself to be talking to people you don't even want to talk to. Like, please just be, I would say just be yourself. People love you for that. You will love you because the moment you step out of pocket for another person, like you get out of character for another person, you regret that. You look back at that and you regret it. Like, why did I act like that? Why did I let this person treat me like this? Why did I navigate my teenage years like this? You don't need to be fast. Like, a man will always be there. Fortunately or unfortunately, they will always be there. So like, you just, please don't rush. It's okay. Like, it's okay. How did you survive high school, and how did you manage to block out the noise? Guys, high school was the worst and best time of my life. I'm not gonna lie, I hated grade 9, form 2, whatever you'd like to call it. I hated it. I was at this boarding school, and I met really amazing people there, but like, I just didn't like the school in itself. But the other schools that I went to were amazing. It definitely was hard, like withstanding peer pressure, like, oh, who and who did this, who and who did that, why haven't you done this, what, like, why are you being so scaredy cat? Guys, literally, please, you don't need to be doing anything just so that people are like, oh yeah, you did it. No, they're obviously mean girls in high school, unfortunately. Like, being a mean girl big 2025, you need to actually evaluate yourself. I met a really lot of mean people, and I'm really, most of the time I'm not confrontational. I used to just let things happen, but please don't let things just happen to you. Stand your ground. Literally tell them like, nah, like guys, please don't let anyone bully you. Like, especially like if you love yourself. I didn't love myself at that point. If you love yourself and you know who you are and you affirm in who you are, please don't let those little miserable people bully you. Bullies are really miserable people. They don't have anything interesting going on in their life, so they come to terrorize yours. You need to have that mentality. They're really not that special. Like that kid that you see putting up with a new backpack, new phone, new what, like please don't let that pressurize you or your parents. Like if you get fed, you're going to a good school, you're getting education, please don't look at like the outside things, because they'll motivate you to do the wrong things just to get like a status. It really won't matter in a few years. It won't matter. So this one is a really sensitive talk. I don't think I can say the full word on YouTube, but on TikTok you get banned. But I'm sure most of us know what it is. Like grape. Guys, unfortunately, most women that I've met, that you'll probably meet, they've had a bad incident with a man. It's really sad, because some people they don't realize it until it's like years later. It's like years later, and then you realize that, oh, that was actually, yeah. Guys, you saying no and the person pressuring you to say yes, yeah, you showing like you're not interested and them progressing, you being catcalled, you being touched the way you didn't want to be touched. Guys, there's so many instances, and I sympathize with everyone who's gone through that. Just know that there's always someone to talk to. If you don't have anyone to talk to, I'm here. You can DM me, text me, like we can talk about it. It's a hard thing to go through, I'm sure. It's a hard thing to go through, and you feel violated. Some people even become hypersexual, and some people become disgusted with their bodies. And I just want you to know that there's always going to be someone who's going to listen to you. Like, it's not an easy thing to go through, but there's always a person who's here for you. And people need to do better with consent. Like, most people don't even know that what that person did, they didn't have consent for that, you know. So even if you have a partner, please let them know what you're not comfortable with, like, because, and if they cross that boundary, please leave. How do you forgive yourself for the things you allowed when you didn't know better? It really is hard. I feel like first acknowledging that I could have navigated this better, but when I say acknowledge, I don't mean, well, you don't need to sit on that, because you sitting on it won't do anything. Looking at the situation and seeing like, okay, I could have moved like this, in the future you will learn I shouldn't, when it comes to the situation, I should navigate it like 1 2 3 4, you know. Also, if you wronged another person, just going to the person and apologizing. I know it may be a lot, but just going to the person and apologizing. And if you were wronged, just seeing that I was young, I was probably young, I was naive, I didn't get it that time, I didn't see it. It's not your fault. Like, sometimes you just don't see things until it's too late. But you need to give yourself the grace that you're a human, and things happen, and they'll continue to happen, and you just, from now on, you know how you'd move from there. Okay. Why do females give so many chances? Guys, let me actually, I'm gonna insert the tweet that said Amadoda snapped when it came to the concept of always choosing yourself first. Guys, I'm telling you, if you had to do what that man did to you, he would leave you. Because men love themselves. Like, they'll choose themselves. They wouldn't put themselves in an uncomfortable situation, in a hurtful situation. When they know better, they'll leave. And I need us women to start taking the same stance. Like, that person knows. Most times, 99%, that person knows what they did hurt you, and they knew how to affect you, and they still did it. You need to realize they still did it. So women usually suck a thing off. They don't want to move on. They don't want, like, many people to experience them, like, sharing their personal life and like things that hurt them and all that. Like, not most women don't want to do that. They just, it's like familiarity, like just getting comfortable with a person. Even if they hurt you, like, oh, but they know me. No, babe, like, I know it's hard, but you need a person who loves you wouldn't do that to you. They wouldn't. Okay guys, so that was the end of our little girl talk. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any more questions, maybe we can do a part 2. Please leave them in the comment section. Please share, like, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.